in Jehovah.
What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for the love and support. I thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. I thank y'all for commenting under my videos, liking my videos, even disliking my videos, agreeing or disagreeing. You know, I humbly appreciate that. I humbly appreciate that, and I thank y'all so much for it. Today is Thursday. What do y'all have planned for the weekend? What y'all got planned for tonight? Cause Thursday technically like the pre-weekend special. You know, I call it what I used to call it Friday Eve back in the day when I used to work. Guys, when Thursday used to come, it was like the best thing ever. I used to stay up a little late, but that's here there. But what y'all have planned for the weekend? I don't have nothing planned. Like I have no life. You know, like I said, I'm an empty nester. So you know, hey, social media, and I can focus on doing YouTube full time, and you know, just working on my craft. But anyway, before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. Please subscribe to your boy. Now, this week, the Ghana president, let me see his name, is John Mahama. John Mahama came to United States, came to New York, laid a wreath disrespectfully on our ancestors' grave, which I did not like at all, and I don't agree with at all. And I think it was very, very disingenuous for them coming here to do that. Then they spoke with the UN. The UN kind of sided with them, you know what I mean? But United States, Israel, and Argentina didn't, you know, which is not surprising. But I'm just going to read just a little snippet. The UN just passed a landmark resolution on March 25th, led by Ghana's president, John Mahama. It declares the transatlantic trafficking of enslaved Africans and racialized chattel enslavement as the greatest crime against humanity. The resolution urges UN members states to apologize and engage in reparatory justice. That includes restitution of cultural artifacts, financial compensation, and guarantees of non-repetition, and contribute to the healing affected by people. It passed with 123 votes in favor, 3 against, U.S., Israel, Argentina, and 52 abstentions. I don't know what abstentions is. Can y'all let me know in the chat what abstentions is? It's spelled ABSTENTIONS. It's none, and it's non-binding, but carries huge symbolic and political weight. Now, at the end of the day, with this African coming here, it was very disingenuous. You know, it wasn't like for us. It was for everybody around the world. And I just think that wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of happy the United States said no to it. I'm very, very happy, very satisfied, very just happy about that, because Africa, man, they don't deserve nothing that was owed to us here. You know what I mean? Africa, Africa played a huge part in it. And the only thing that I disagree with the United States, and I had to write this down too. The United States also does not recognize a legal right to reparation for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred. Now, what happened is that's what one of the U.S. representatives stated, and basically saying that slavery wasn't just a just cogence, meaning highest level of international crime, but violations back then. So today's government nations can't be held legally liable. So basically, what the U.S. is saying, that we can't be held legally liable for what happened in the past with us as black Americans. But I took it. Now I'm looking at this both ways, and maybe y'all can help me out. When they mentioned the international portion of the game, was they saying that we're not responsible for what happened on the international waters, like with the transatlantic slave trade and things like that during that time, because it wasn't on international law? Now that's how I'm kind of taking it. But on the flip side, are they saying like, hey, back then slavery was legal? It wasn't nothing wrong with slavery. It wasn't nothing wrong with R-wording and harming slaves during that time. So it was no laws against, so we shouldn't be held responsible for it. And that's how I kind of took it. But I'm looking at it both ways, because it was very, very, very vague on how they explained this. Because I read it like a few times, listened to it, listened to the readings of what the U.S. representative or the U.S. diplomat was saying. And I agree with everything he said. Everything he said was spot on. It was just that part that I caught, and I caught the transcript of it, and I was just read. That's why I put the transcript right here, and I had to, reword it and stuff like that. But then another thing they said was, they said it was like a resource grab. They said you, how could you ask us for reparation and y'all was and y'all not and y'all are distantly related. You know what I'm saying? So basically, the United States strongly objects to the cynical usage of historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victims. Now, there he was talking about African nations and diaspora groups claiming benefits. And I 100% agree with that. And I'm happy they did call those Africans out, because we cannot forget Africans played a huge part in the slave trade. They were selling their people, y'all. And y'all know this. We all know this. They were selling their people for crumbs, for nothing. If they could, they probably would have sold Africans. If they had pictures back in the day of camera phones, an African probably would have sold us for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me take a picture with white daddy. Let me take a picture with the white woman. Ooh, look. Hey, white woman, can you sit on my lap? Can you sit on my lap, please? Can you sit on my lap? I give you 5 slaves. You just sit on my lap, you can have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would have did that. They would have did that. And like I say, man, I think it was just very disingenuous, man, for that African to come over here and do that and lay reach to our ancestors, and still Ghana still have slavery going on with them kids out there. You got kids jumping off boats, diving deep in water, and some of them not making it to come back because they had to untie the nets that they got caught up. I guess they're catching fish or whatever they doing out there. But a lot of kids don't make it. A lot of these kids be young as like 5 or 6 years old, and Ghana still allows that. Slavery is still going on in Africa right now, but why Ghana not speaking about that? Why Ghana not talking about that? All this was a money grab, yo. All this was a money grab. And I got another video I'm going to do today about how Ghana's using our Juneteenth too. It's sad, bro. And I went down a rabbit hole on that, man. I found the lady that's sponsoring that. Man, it's crazy, bro, how Ghana trying to remix our history or trying to latch on to our history. And like I say, I just think it's highly disrespectful. But I am thankful for the no. I am thankful that Africa was called out. I am thankful that Africa will not get nothing. I don't know why Africa is going around begging money, but we kind of already know why they doing it, because their US aid is almost dried up. They ain't getting nothing. And I wanna give a big F you to Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and I forgot it was somebody else, but I want to get a big F you to them too. Them are some turncoats, man. Them are some turncoats. Them are the worst type of people in the world. One of the worst type of people in the world that's black, that talk this, black people this, black people that, but man, they undermine us so much, y'all. They just to see them support that shit, man, they know what's going on. And what's crazy is, y'all, I went on Facebook today, and I be forgetting sometimes, like, people having common sense of what's going on and peeping the play. But man, I get on Facebook this morning, it was a lot of people that got on there like, yeah, now we ain't getting reparations. And Africa, they stood up for us, man, and look what happened. And I'm looking like, what y'all gonna say now, LBA? Now, these are black Americans. These are Democrat supporters that are saying this. And I'm like, do y'all understand the play that these people trying to run? Let's say United States did say yes to reparations to Ghana. Let's say everything hit on point, everything. Do y'all actually think Ghana was gonna split their money with black Americans? Do y'all actually think Al Sharpton and Ben Crump was going to do right by black Americans? They was not. This was a personal gain for them, not us. We wasn't going to benefit from it. I don't care about apologies. You know what I'm saying? F your apology. I don't care. I don't care about you recognizing what happened. I care about what is owed to us, and that's tangibles for my people. That's it. Yeah, man. But anyway. Sorry about it, but yeah, but and today I will be doing the TikTok live on this also. I have a young lady on there. She'll be breaking it down and stuff like that also. So I'll be asking her questions and things like that. So I might post it at the end of the day. I might do that. Yeah, yeah, I might do that because I'm gonna post this video now. I'm posting this video kind of early just to get it out the way. And I don't know. I ain't decided. I'm gonna see how it go because I'm finna go live with her in about 30 minutes. So, and it is like 9 o'clock right now. So, but anyway, salute to everyone. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the love. What are y'all thoughts on the decision? Am I looking at it wrong? You know, am I looking at this wrong? Am I looking at this through a wrong lens or something like that? Educate me. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the support. And I'll see y'all later on today. Peace out.